With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
To kick off for Seattle.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 33-yard line.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
A gain of 15. First down, Rams.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete on the deep ball. We talk about the Seahawk defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And Stafford's going to take it himself.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes we even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To throw is Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. You talk about this Rams defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Over the middle, complete. It's Horton. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll drop the throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, 60 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's Stafford. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
2nd and 11. He finds Smith and Jigma. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks at 4-5, a game under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards there on a first down for Seattle. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 11 yards for number 11.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. We've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now it's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, Stafford. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Rams.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Stafford. Screenplay set up for Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from capturing the lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Looking to throw. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he will be very close close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They begin the drive with Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Here's 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. So here's a 3rd and 14.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In motion goes the tight end. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. They juked it. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll cut him down at the 44.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point, the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Outright to Smith and Jigba. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, so strong running. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to fight.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 21.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. Going up top. And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll slide to a hole here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Wicks. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1.
38-yard line.
A first carry here for Jordan James. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Give to Walker on the read option. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's taken in by Arroyo. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Back to throw here. Touchdown! Jody Fortson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now Myers for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Powering forward. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. From the 50, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one caught. It's Horton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Walker. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try and run. Walker trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again, it's Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Also, brings up second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And with the left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches...
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 102 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
At the 35-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Robertson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have two. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They'll run on first down. It's Robertson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Robertson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all.